All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a fun episode of the Uper Farmer Cigar Garage Talks. We are out in the garage today because the wind is pretty wicked out there. Although one of my special guests here might regret shooting indoors. Say hello.
Hello.
We have homeschooling mama here, and I was hoping the other guest would put down his cigar long enough to see it in the shot to make you believe that homeschooling mama was smoking. You're not in the video. You got to go further. There you go. We have another guest. Say hello, Vashman.
Hello.
All right. Yes, we have Vashman here for a special video. As you can probably tell, off to college with your ass. It's probably I'll name the video or something like that. So we're going to talk about that. But first, what are we smoking? What are we drinking? We'll start with homeschooling mama because she's the most boring.
How dare you? I don't know if I
A little
can.
further up. Right. Keep turn.
I'm gonna hurt my wrist.
You just-
when I do that.
Pepsi. Having a Pepsi. Vashman, you can go next. What are you smoking? What are you drinking?
I'm smoking the Fox Press Rebellion,
Yep.
and I'm also drinking Pepsi.
Pepsi, very good. And I kind of went back and forth with what cigar I was going to have. I almost had one of my Lansing cigars, but I thought it would just be fun to do a dad's home video. I've been liking these cigars. They've showed up in a video already, but I'm enjoying them. For the drink, though, we have Raise the Dawn, a chocolate-inspired stout. Well, not really chocolate, exocolate. I don't know. Just, I think it's a play on chocolate, but I'm not.
Oh, it's Catalado. It's
Excatolado?
a Mexican like chocolate.
Yeah, okay. So, that's what I thought.
It's more like a dark cocoa than it is chocolate,
It is
as
chocolate.
we think of it as Americans. It's probably
Gotcha.
chocolate like they think of it in Brazil.
Gotcha.
To
It is not lying, though. That is a dark beer. It's got a good head on it. Let's give it a try. Well, that's tasty.
yeah,
It's actually got a lot of cinnamon in it. You actually probably wouldn't mind that.
cinnamon.
Try it. Especially before it oxidizes, because then the flavor will change.
Oh, it smells like apple pie.
Yeah. It's like a chocolate apple pie, or like an allspice.
Well, not for me, but the smell is good.
Mm-hmm.
The smell won me over. The taste did not.
Well, you can smell it if you want. So anyway, here today, don't stare longingly into my eyes. That's just
I
weird.
did it.
We usually don't have 3 guests. We got to figure this out maybe. But in a matter of days, Vashman will be officially kicked out of my house, off to college. Any thoughts?
I put my full trust in God, and that I can do anything to do well.
I fully trust God, not my son, though. So, talk about your journey of picking Gogeevik.
This picking Gogeevik, it hooked me right on because of all the stuff they do there, like the having fun together with both the teachers and the students, and the dorm rooms are pretty cool, and we have a shared kitchen bathroom. The
Shared kitchen and bathroom. They're not one and the same.
I
You
know
don't-
that I
You don't
said
have a shitter in the middle of your kitchen. How you said it made it sound like it was a bathroom
my bad.
kitchen. Which does exist, you know, right?
It does.
No, we don't want to discuss those weird apartments that we went into
High
as
efficiencies.
college students. We don't discuss those.
Well, he's got to learn about these now. He's going off to this college. So explain to the viewers what's kind of unique about going to Gogeevik. Why do you have your own kitchen?
Well, why we have our own kitchen is so that we can perfect our food making before we go on.
No, that's the real reason. What do most colleges and universities have?
Most colleges and universities have all you can eat 24/7 food buffets.
Cafeteria.
Cafeterias, yes.
Yeah. They're not always 24/7. That's just northern. But yes, they have buffets. They have meal plans. This one does not. So you'll be tasked with making your own food.
which is I'm excited about.
Why is that?
Well, one, so I don't overeat. Two,
Well, there
so
won't be concern with that for the first few months while you learn to cook.
yep. Two, so I can experience if I don't make enough food, so I can experience hunger because it's something I never truly have experienced before.
Yeah, that's true. You've never been truly hungry in our house. So,
Lucky you.
yeah, lucky you. Many people actually watching this cannot relate to that.
I've been truly hungry in our house.
I've been truly hungry many a times, both in our house and out of our house.
Three, I want to make my own food, my own meals, so I can support my family to come.
Yeah. You got to learn a lot better recipes because I saw the chili and the hamburger helper you made. I would have fed that to the dog.
Oh, no, that's not fair. His chili's usually fine.
The
I don't know about the hamburger helper. I'm not making a.
Well, let's just say he didn't have leftovers of much until I forced him to.
Was it pretty gross?
And it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you going into once you go over to Gogebic?
I was going to constructions, but the supervisor of it had to go to a different position, so they had to close it for this year and I think next year. So I'm going to welding, which is still the same and still makes a lot of money. For the first year at Gogebic. The next year I'm planning to study sociology.
Okay. And what if you find a really good welding job after your first year? Are you still going to stick around for sociology?
Well, I still want to take sociology because I think it's interesting to study how the human thinks.
You know, how the human acts in society.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. How the human acts in society.
Okay.
Like instead of focusing on one person, you focus on an entire group.
Yeah, that's what sociology focuses on. Okay. Now, so you get your own. Once we found out you have a roommate. So explain how the rooms work. They're like suites.
Yeah, we can choose to have bunk beds or 2 beds at different sides of the rooms.
What are you hoping for?
Oh, I don't know. But I'm waiting for I'm just hoping it's something that I'm not used to. Like, I shared a room with one of our exchange students.
Yep, our Brazilian exchange student. At least you got used to sharing your room. Although you didn't really make much space in your room for him. You had to fix out our next exchange student. What, you gave him 4 inches of one shelf?
No,
Half a drawer.
I gave him a lot more than that.
You gave him like a shelf. So, okay. So you have one roommate and then one suite mate. So each room, there's 2 rooms connected by a kitchen and a bathroom. So Vashman will have someone in his room, and then they'll have someone next door in the room connected to their rooms, or in their suite, as it's called.
Yep.
Now, have you talked to your roommate and suite mate?
I talked to my suite mate, not my roommate yet.
Well, you got a hold of your suite mate.
Roommate.
Yeah, I said suite mate, not roommate.
Okay, so you haven't talked to your roommate.
Yeah.
Okay, I
He
thought
reached out, but the roommate's phone is not acting right.
Oh, okay, I see. Good, good. Well, are you excited to have 2 people living with you?
Yep. I'll be experiencing the similar things that happened to you.
Well, I actually knew my roommate when I went off to college. We had met before quite a few times.
Oh.
And I was best friends with my roommate for college, so since first grade.
So, you'll actually have a new experience that your mom and dad didn't have because you're going in pretty much blind.
Well, okay, my second year, all of my roommates except for one was new. I didn't know him.
See, that's weird because I knew all of your roommates.
She knew him. My roommate knew him, but I
Yeah.
didn't know any of them really.
No, I met all of your roommates except for one.
Nope. Didn't
That's
know.
weird.
I had met them like in passing 10 minutes here or there.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Like I didn't know anything about them, didn't know them.
Yeah, I knew none of my suite mates except for one.
So that's, yeah, no, my suite mates I met 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 4 suite mates that second year, and I didn't know any of them.
Mm-hmm.
I knew my roommate who was the 5th person there.
Yeah, I knew my roommate obviously when we went to the towers, but I only had met, didn't know him. I had only met one out of the other ones. But
Which is funny because I knew one of your roommates pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the other ones at all, but I knew one of them pretty well.
wow, a couple of them just didn't know anyone. They were pretty kept to themselves, which was nice.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you nervous about going over to Gogebic?
About you guys, about my entire family.
Why?
I'm usually the one who does the most work at the house, like taking care of the chickens, cleaning up everybody else's animals, helping out with groceries, all that sort of stuff.
So you're worried about your sisters having to pick up the slack.
I'm also worried about for JJ because I kind of see myself as his, well, not
Brother?
only a big brother, but like some sort of best friend, some sort of friend who's trying to understand him.
So you're gonna start playing with him more when he asks you, since you're best friends?
I said trying to be like.
Try harder. Okay. What about you personally, though? Are you worried about or concerned about going to Gogebic? Trust me, you're not ready to knock the ash off.
Oh. Me going, I don't have really nothing much to worry about.
Okay. Fair enough. Now you do know this is not homeschool,
I know,
so you actually have to get up on time,
I know.
and you'll have assignments that are going to be due, and you have to do them on time. You can't get a week extension or do them later.
I think he's got it pretty easy because I think his classes, everything is done in class. I don't know how much homework for the most part
don't
he's
know.
going to have. And your first class, I think, is at 10 in the morning, so he doesn't even have to get up.
But I think he ends up spending like 4 or 5 hours in that class.
He does. I think it's 10 to 4 or 10 to 2 most days.
Yeah.
Duh.
And one class, I was confused because one of his classes looked like it overlapped because it's at the same time, but it's not. It's like the first class is only a 4-week class and then another class starts.
That's pretty standard.
So,
But you can't just take a break in the middle because you got to run around. You got to sit there and listen to the lectures and
I know.
instructor talk. Oh, good. I'm glad you know.
I think it'll be a bit of an adjustment in that way.
That'll be new.
But in fairness, we have some self-starters. We have some non-self-starters in our house. And,
Well, I'm just talking about him.
Yes, but Vashman is one of the ones that actually does usually get on his work and finish it.
Yeah, but he
2
also
years
takes
ago, we
enough
had
breaks.
a bit of a problem,
yeah.
but the last year or so, not really so much.
But he does need his breaks, though.
Well, true, but I think every one of his classes has like a 30-minute break in between. 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
if you're
enough
doing-
time to get back to your dorm and probably eat, but enough time to breathe, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. Time will tell.
So I'm talking, because I don't know, are they all in the same building?
I think they're all in the
Are
same
they-
building.
Yeah, I think
They might even
I think
be in
it's
the
the
same
same building.
room. So I don't know.
No, when we were there, we didn't tour the welding. So
Yeah.
I don't know where welding is. I know where construction is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't tour any of it, so I have no clue.
Yeah, construction was actually right next to the dorms. Like,
Oh, well, that's convenient.
yeah, but I don't think that's where the welding is.
Well, I could see it either way, because if construction is right there, they probably have a lot of the same materials.
I didn't see any welding equipment when we were in there. I saw a ton of construction equipment, but
I guess we'll find out on.
Yeah. I know
If it
AutoCAD,
is.
they're the auto mechanics. That was in one of the main buildings away from.
Oh, it might be near that, because I think
Yeah.
they probably use a lot of the same.
That would make more sense. You don't weld lumber that often. Sometimes, but not often. It's called glue. In case you're wondering how you weld lumber.
Okay, so that's a question. if after this year they decide to bring back the construction program, are you going to go for construction before sociology, or are you just going to go on to sociology?
That would be a tough call. But if I have to choose, I would go for construction, cause construction still leads to more money as well. So I'll have two jobs that can give me lots of money, and will still pursue sociology in the near future.
It's all about
Yeah.
the money, folks. All about the money.
It does kind of sound that way.
All about the cash.
That's okay though. I would rather have you have a job that you're happy with than,
I'd rather just have a job where he makes money.
well, then you know where he gets it from.
That took me years to figure out, though. I had a job that I really liked to do. We just never had any money then. So, I know you talked to your sisters about this, and they were under the impression that you were just going to settle in over an iron and just stay there. Is that actually your plan, or?
I don't know yet,
Fair enough.
but I do know I would still like to be in Michigan.
Okay. Why?
It's where I was born. I was born in Michigan and would like to die in Michigan.
Well, you're getting into welding and construction, the two most dangerous fields there are, so that possibility is definitely higher now. But now, what if you get an out-of-state job? Because a lot of times welders will go like travel around the United States doing jobs, like 6 months here, 3 months there.
I would still try to keep it as close to home as possible.
So you wouldn't take a job that does travel, because a lot of them do. Like the guys we had at the mine, they were there for 3 months, and then they usually give you a hotel room, and then they ship you off somewhere else. So you go to Alaska for a while, you go to Texas for a while, you go build a bridge in Canada for a while.
Well, you could still live in one state and just travel
Yeah,
part of
that's
the
what I'm asking.
year.
Just wanna, or you just want to find like a local welding shop, like go work for Fabrication Plus down the street.
I don't know.
Okay, well, luckily you got time to figure that shit out. And your instructor will probably teach you about that, kind of explain how that works. Now I know you probably have not thought about this at all, but are you going to go union? Oh, he's drinking. Getting the courage juice up.
Union as in bank union or
No, so usually your construction jobs are union jobs. But you can do non-union.
Some of them.
Yeah, you can do union or non-union. So you join like the pipe fitters 403. And then you pay them dues every month. And then the benefit is that they can go and negotiate your contract and sometimes get you a better contract to work.
Sometimes, though, they just won't let you work
Sometimes they'll tell you just can't work.
because they don't get what they want from the employer.
It might be something you want to look into about unions. Because that both construction and welding, unions are pretty...
I have never heard of a welding union. That doesn't
Pipe
mean that there
fitters.
isn't. That's like.
Pipe fitters and metal workers, are both welders. So the millwrights, the pipe fitters...
But you
and the
don't
metal.
have to be part of it.
You don't have to, no. You can be non-union. To be fair, though, most of the guys will go union. It's very common, so something I want to look into, or at least ask questions about.
Okay.
Do some research, because it's got pros and cons both ways. I'm not going to try to sway you one way or the other. I have very strong opinions about unions.
Good opinions or
I'm not
bad?
going to tell you.
Dum, dum, dum.
That is literally a decision I want you to make on your own, because that's a big one. Because that will affect multiple pathways of your life, whether you are a union guy or not. And they have, again, there's a lot of stuff out there about it, so you're going to figure it out. But, anyway, any other thoughts about going off, leaving home, mommy and daddy there to boss you around?
I will come home at least a couple of times a month. That's my
A
plan.
month?
A couple of times.
A
I know.
month.
Yes, if I'm able to.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Dad went home for Christmas, my first year. Did not come home for Thanksgiving or Easter. I went home. Well, I didn't technically go home for summer break because I left for Maryland. My second year, I did not go home for Christmas, or at least not all of Christmas. I actually hung out with Mom, and I did some little scrub jobs. Didn't go home for Thanksgiving or Easter, and then we got married that summer. Oh no, it was the next summer. That's right. I went back down. No, I had my internship. That's what it
You were
was.
in Maryland again.
I had my internship. That
Yeah, you
second,
were. You actually did go home because you were at your internship down.
for the summer. The second summer I was home.
Yeah, you also did part of it in this like December during the Christmas break. You actually did go home because you.
I did for a bit, but I didn't actually go home. I went to the ambulance station and lived there.
But
I was
you
in,
were still in the
yeah,
same
I was
city.
in the same
I
city.
can't help it if you did not have as happy of a location.
So, but the only way you're going to get back home is one, you have to convince Mom to drive over to pick you up.
Mom or you.
I was very specific, wasn't I? I didn't stutter, did I? Or you have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to catch a bus. I checked out the bus route schedules.
Yeah, I think he could get up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah?
Yeah,
And who's going to get him from the bus stop at 2?
You.
actually, the bus drops you off wherever you are.
No, not the charter buses.
No, not the bus that's doing the.
It'd be a charter bus you'd come home on.
Are you thinking about the bus here?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the data bus. They
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't pick you up at 4
They
a.m.
don't pick you up for, so they only travel within this area. The bus that you would take here is more like a charter bus, like a Greyhound bus.
Yeah, so the buses you guys took down to Stubby. Like a big charter bus is what would pick you up. And then they just go to the depot. You need someone to pick you up at the depot. So
Or you
maybe
could hang out and wait until the data bus will take you.
Yeah. Sometimes. I don't know if they'll let you just sit and chill. I don't know the rule. Actually, I don't know if there's an indoor building. It might just be a stop sign, a little lean-to.
I don't know. It's not something we've ever really.
So,
Although maybe you'll get adventurous and you'll actually work on your license,
driver's license.
getting a driver's license figured out. Since you haven't had much interest in that.
But I recommend you don't come home until at least Thanksgiving. Because one, you don't want to be trying to go home so often that you miss out hanging out with friends and making relationships. And I think you're going to find that there's going to be a lot of crap going on that you don't want to miss.
I was gonna say you joined a lot of programs, so I think you're going to have a lot of like, this weekend we're doing one thing, this weekend we're going here, this weekend we're. So I don't think you're gonna want to miss out on all those activities. I know for the first month, probably pretty solid the first month.
First month at least.
They had one activity after another
Yeah.
throughout the weekend on the weekends. So like
Well,
you
and I
didn't.
had more because with
Like
the
I
Newman
never,
Center.
yeah, I didn't go home because we had one activity after another. We had tours.
Mom's parents only lived 20 minutes away from college, and she didn't go home that much.
Yeah. I mean, I went home. I definitely went home for Thanksgiving
Yep.
and Christmas, but no, I didn't. But I wasn't actually allowed to stay in the dorm.
We were for not Christmas. Thanksgiving we could, Easter we could, Christmas we couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't go home. Like I couldn't stay. But you actually had a different dorm, so they might have had different rules too.
Yeah. Something you gotta figure out too. When will they kick you out? Can't stay here, but you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Well, I imagine the suites don't make you go home for the holidays.
I have no idea.
Maybe they do.
I could see it either way.
I mean, one of the reasons we were sent home is because the cafeteria,
Cafeteria
closed.
closed.
But if you don't already have a cafeteria and you have to cook your own food anyway,
Yep.
they might not. Because I don't know if the apartments had to.
The townhouse is more what I would expect didn't have to than the apartments, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. That will be something that you'll have to figure out probably during orientation.
Yeah, I'd advise you don't come home until Thanksgiving.
Did you actually get verification of your orientation? Oh, okay.
Now, it's not to say if you want to come home, you can't. I'm just saying I advise you not to because, again, you don't want to miss out.
I think you're going to have fun with people there. I think you're going to end up doing a bunch of activities over the weekends. And Like, yes, Thanksgiving, it would be nice to have you home, Christmas, but
You don't have to, though.
I think you'll enjoy yourself.
Because usually they have a bunch of activities during Thanksgiving weekend.
Ours didn't.
Yeah, well, okay, well, the Newman Center did, and
We ran the Newman Center ones.
not the first year.
Yes, we did.
You weren't there the first year.
They didn't have anything until we ran it. They didn't have anybody who cooked.
Yeah, I cooked.
Yeah,
I cooked.
we ran the activities.
Well, I can't help it if I couldn't go home because I
There
had to run
isn't a Newman
activities.
Center there.
So, but good news, we know the priest. Mom knows the priest really well over there. You have friends, or I don't know if friends is the right word.
Acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
Or you have friends who have family and acquaintances
Yeah.
over there. Maybe that's more accurate.
That's probably more accurate. You have friends. We have a priest friend whose family's from there, so. And actually, she's one of your advisors, his mother, which we found out.
That's kind of cool.
So. Well, anyway, anything else you want to bring up with the video, Mom?
Maybe now's a good time. I'm not saying you have to, but maybe one more haircut before you go.
What's the matter with my haircut?
Should we list all the reasons, or
It's
just
getting a
one?
little poofy on top. Unless you want to grow it out again. Then I suggest a new brush or comb.
I already have the comb you guys gave me.
Well, then you should use it.
Oh, Mom's throwing shades at you. All right, Vashman, any last thoughts or things you want to talk about as far as college goes, or moving out of your house for the first time?
I'll be able to experience new things, and I'll follow God's words best as I can.
Okay. We'll see how long that lasts, the first girl you meet. Anyway, all right. We'll sign off for now. We got to go finish packing. Vashman's got to finish packing. We'll see if he finishes his cigar or not. He still needs a lot of practice smoking cigars. It wasn't that big. It was a shorty.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Anyway, folks, stay safe out there. Say a little prayer for my son if you can, because he's going to need it. Anyway, we'll see you on the next one.